Welcome and hello. Today I will be showing you how to change your spindle on your Two Trees 450 Pro to a laser attachment. Two Trees offers both a 10 watt and a 20-watt laser. Here today I have the 20-watt laser. It is pretty much the exact same thing as in process to install as the 10 watt. It's just this is a little bit stronger of a laser, so I can cut through different materials with a little bit more strength. You will find that this process is pretty darn easy, and not it doesn't take too long, which is really nice to be able to do in the same project. Swap out the spindle and the laser module, so you can use both in the same project. You never have to lift up your project from the workboard, and you can do everything you ever dream and wish of, and you don't have to take more space out of your maker spaces because all of it is in one. You don't have to have a CNC and a laser, being both large things. So let me show you how to do that. Two Trees provides all the tools and attachments you need. I am going to be using my own um, Allen keys just to make this go a little bit faster. So first step is it will want to go down after you do it. So I highly suggest holding on to the bottom so that your bit doesn't fly in there. And better yet, I highly suggest you just take off the bit. So I'm just going to loosen all of these and take them all off. So now you can take off your attachment. But before you can do it, there is a power. It is just an easy plug. Just kind of wiggle it back out and you are able to take it out. You can leave your spindle and all put together like this. You don't have to worry about taking off the spindle. You can just leave it all together for easy replacement when you want to swap back. There is a back plate. This is really important that you do have to take this off. Two Trees does have a different bit or a back plate for your laser. So you have to make sure you swap it because the laser module has the same backing. Now, I did pre-install this. You do have to install it. There are just 4 small screws. It's really easy to do. I didn't feel like having to record it, but you just have to slide that in when you are ready, when it's on there. So we do have to swap this out. So now I've taken out my back plate. Feel free to put this back on. I do suggest keeping all of this together. So I have a bag that I kind of just leave all of my products in. And then one thing of note that is really important because it did mess me up a little when I was swapping it the last time. The laser screws and the CNC screws are different lengths. So the CNC mill bit is smaller, pardon my cat, and the laser bits are longer. That is because this is just a little bit thicker because of that slot that you have. So you do have to make sure you separate them and leave them separated. You cannot put the laser screws into there because it'll actually drill through it and lock up your plate. So swapping out, you'll find it's pretty darn easy. So that's half of it. And the next half is even easier. So we just have to mount this on. You can choose which slot you put it in. It's either this one or that one. It does not really matter. I like to keep it in that bottom one just to keep, when I lower it, I don't have to worry about it being too low. But if you are trying to laser engrave maybe tumblers or things like that with the rotary attachment, which I will show in another video, you might need to mount this up a little bit higher so you have the space for it. You just have to line up that hole with the screw and then screw it on in. And that is the back plate. You can see it's real easy with those 4 screws. Then what you got to do, there is a little knob. This knob goes in on the sides, the side right here, and this is what actually clamps the laser module to your back plate. I highly suggest, from what I found from my initial testings, you want to put it in the bottom one. If you put it in the top one and you have to bring your laser down to different heights, you will if I find that it was too low and I had to lower it. So once I put that in, you can see it's real easy, and that can stay in then from now on. You're just going to slide your laser module into that slot, and then we can tighten it down. You don't need to tighten too crazy. No need to rough the inside. Your last step, all you got to do. We have this side or this wire. All you got to do is kind of push it into either. There is a same slot as the laser module on the left side. So you just got to plug that in. You have to align the direction of your port. And you'll hear the fan turns on, the light turns on, and we are all ready. There is just one more step, and it is crucial. When you are on your settings over here, you need to make sure you hit settings and make sure you are in the engrave when you are swapping in between. So there is laser and there is CNC, but you will see that's his laser, and then we are all good for lasering.